Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. I am Razim, and this is PowerWash Simulator instead, because apparently the other thing is broken. Sad. But, oh well. Not much I can do about it. Well, I could probably update the lazy new pack thing, and that might fix it, but I'd rather that would take like about a half hour or so to actually update, so instead we're just gonna do power wash and go clean a skate park. It seems our little town is going up in the world. Muckingham Skate Park has been chosen to host the next county championships. Ordinarily, I'd leave the sullen types to roll around in their own filth, as is their wont. But if it's getting in the papers and on TV, we can't have people seeing all that grime and funny writing. So I want you to hit it with everything you've got. Hello, Emerald. Agreed, Soul. Agreed. This game is way too satisfying and relaxing and stuff. Right. First things first. The preview is over here, so we write Duke. There you go. Duke. Now we can go start cleaning.
Duke.
Duke! Weird how it's got this freaking fence and everything. Even though somebody could, like, what's the point of this gate? Somebody could so easily squeeze through, or not even squeeze, just kind of push through these gaps in these, in this fencing. That would be so easy. Even me with my fat ass could do it. I'm guessing the top, yep, the top of that is dirty. Oh, this whole thing is probably part of it. Okay. Oh, it's to prove intent for prosecution then? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I heard that apparently we're going to be getting ourselves a mini golf course for this game that we get to go clean.
Sounds
fun.
Yeah, it does. Provided we're not also expected to pick up all the little golf balls. That would get tedious fast. You what?
I said, we might have to. You never know.
Alright, there's one railing clean. Oh, that does count as part of that. That is separate, okay. Because not knowing you aren't supposed to enter is a valid excuse for trespassing. Not generally here in the US. Yeah, I suppose you are tiny enough that you could literally run through it, Artie.
You have returned.
Spirit Ferret just resubscribed for 3 months. Duke Duke Duke.
Spirit Ferret, thank you very much for that resub. For forest rituals?
Tell me, do Martens skate? On skateboard? Or do they take bikes?
Neither. They participate in parkour.
Oh, so the skate part not for them?
I mean, they could absolutely do parkour. Well, maybe not. This skate park is kind of lame for parkour. Oh, actually, those walls could be fun to go running around. I guess we'll just have to tie you up to keep you from squeezing all over the place, huh, Aardwolf? We don't want you getting into trouble now, do we? Yeah, Sirio, it is typically more the... Like, you don't get into trouble for trespassing as long as you do, typically, you don't get into trouble as long as you actually leave when you are asked to by an official. Though, it does, like you said, it does vary. Aw, alright, JT. Thanks so much for coming by. I hope you have a fantastic evening. And sleep well. It's okay, Artie. It's okay. We'll just get you all taken care of, all nice and tight, and you won't get into any trouble. I'm sure you'll make a very good boy. Splish splash. Aw, Dan, do you want to be a good boy too? I'm sure you'll all make good boys and girls, won't you? No, Spirit. You sure? You don't want to be you don't want to be good? Also, it is time for Streamrators. Bad and evil. I see. Now that's not very good there, Artie. Thank you very much for the epics, Baggy, Rezi, and of course, Artie with the epic Razor Warrior. Let us start the battle. And in first place, we have Tiger, too cute, with most assists. In second place, Swavenger with most kills. And in third place, Blood 13 with max troops. So, thank you for getting me all moist. And place your troops for the next battle. Something wrong, Soul? All right. We're just gonna start with the outside here and work our way into the middle. I mean, you're the one getting me all wet. PWS? What is that even supposed to mean? I don't know. Spray it away! PWS means person was somewhere? Well, glad to know somebody was here. I'd hate to know that that was painted on there by a ghost or something. Also, what is with this paint job? Like, this is a skate park. Why did they paint it these colors? This is a hideous eyesore. What's up?
They don't want you to be able to use it.
They don't want you to
After
feel...
all, I was saying, they don't want anybody to use it. After all, paint is slick. You can't ride on that. Not riding a little bit of a rain.
You know, Soul, you might make a good point there. They probably are trying to be hip. A host type? Hello, fellow kids! Sorry. Hello, fellow kids. It's great to be back here with all you fellow youngins, yeah.
Trying to be fresh. I see.
Yeah, you gotta keep up with the times, old man. I mean, I realize your times were centuries ago, but still. At least you could attempt it. But I suppose that's an astral dragon for you. Well, I was about to go clean off the graffiti there, but apparently it's done.
Ah.
Bad! Hello! What is your question? Also, I have a question for you, Bad. But I'll wait for your question first. Yes, I do use OBS. Now, are you ready for my question, Bad? No, I'm not having any issues with OBS tonight. And Bad, my question for you. Who's a good boy?
Greetings, Spirit.
Dude,
Artie, I already know you're a very good boy. And so is Bad, but he really needs to admit it.
That.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Bad. If you want to join voice, you can. Let me know what's going on and I can see if I can help. Ow! Eggs are good. I want eggs.
There you go.
You are very quiet, Spirit.
I'm trying to be quiet on purpose.
Well, yeah, but it's meaning that I don't hear you. Because I got music going as well. Bad, I don't remember if I gave you access to voice chat all the time. I think so, but if not, just join the waiting room and let me know when you're in there and I'll move you up. And then fix that. Alright, fair enough. Though, just so you know, you are welcome to hang out on voice. Artie, you too. You gotta, like, I enjoy hanging out with people. I've been really enjoying doing these, chill streams where we're just hanging out, doing our own things, but still on voice, still streaming together and stuff. Like Blue really should be.
I probably should be. Fine, I'll boot up my stream after this. One moment. Just give me a couple more minutes and then I can be ready.
You need to, you need to keep to your schedule.
My schedule's already
Sure.
done for today, is the thing.
Nah.
Zim.
I thought your schedule was 24/7 or whenever Zoom wanted.
Who said Zim is my overlord?
Well, I mean, he is an invader.
Oh,
I am not.
alas, that would be. That is not.
I mean, you invade the refrigerator and steal all the eggs.
Spirit, please drop it. You have an adorable voice, Artie. And you can't even be embarrassed about it. You are a streamer too. They could just go to your channel and hear your voice. It's alright, Spirit.
Oh.
Alright, you started up yet, Blue?
Nope. No, now I can start setting up.
Alright, Bad. And again, if you'd like to join and hang out, I welcome it. One of these days we'll get 20 or 20 streamers just in here in voice, all streaming, all got their own things going on. It'll be grand.
Oh,
It'll be
boy.
chaotic, but it'll be grand.
I was about to say, I think I might be a little bit into the chaotic range with that many.
If only you had waited like 20 seconds for me to boot up stream, then I would be really happy for that. But
Wait, what?
nothing. I just started stream. Don't question it.
I am questioning it.
Don't question it.
Also, somebody should
Because
go. Somebody
What?
should go bully Rygon into getting in the air.
Do we have to bully him? Just tell him there's toast over here. I'm making toast.
Okay, well, yeah, go tell him that. Because
I started streaming doesn't mean stream is completely set up.
We're in the starting soon phase.
We are in the starting soon phase. I wonder how many people are questioning like, Blue, why the hell are you streaming? Oh, I also need to make sure this is 18. Alright, one last thing. There. Now people will know that this is a mature stream.
And that it's a late night stream.
Yes, and I'm streaming with Raw Zim.
Yep.
Well, it's done. You should go tell him we have toast.
Nah, it's all soggy. Zoom's been spraying everywhere.
Oh.
I have been very methodical with my spraying of things. Thank you very much.
Nah, I guess that is half true. Mostly. No, that's true enough.
Alright. Let him know. I'm curious to see what his response will be.
Who'd you let know?
Rygon.
Oh, good.
Yes, Blue is communicated.
Um,
Right on, we have toast. Get in the call with me and Zim. And the owl.
Spray, 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 spray. Clean, 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 clean. Artie! Ow!
Let me know when he responds. I had to mute a stream now.
Well, just so you know, I have your chat popped out.
Aw. Thanks. I do have your stream up still.
Jeez, that must be confusing for your viewers.
What?
You know, having both the voice chat as well as my stream going, they're probably
Your
hearing
stream
us.
is muted.
Oh, well, you said it was going, so.
It's going. It's muted.
All right, everybody, go bully Blue. He's now streaming.
I would send people your way, but no one is currently in my dreams, so,
Well, it would be weird if they were in your dreams. That's a little creepy.
Hi, Spirit. I'm gonna call you Ferret.
I don't get into dreams often.
Oh, you don't get dreams as well? Awesome! Found someone else who's in the same boat as me.
No, he doesn't
Oh,
get
no.
into dreams.
Yes. I usually have nightmares.
I don't get any dreams. I rarely get them. It's like that occasional party. Thank you so much for the follow, Soul Exultia. I'm gonna call you Soul.
Also, Blue, when are you gonna start doing Stream Raiders?
I don't know. Why?
Oh, just curious. It's a great way to grow streams. Like, Soul here, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you found me through Stream Raiders, right? I know Toshime did. Ardwolf found me through Stream Raiders.
Huh. Ow, why'd you throw a bear at me? Rude. And then fish. And then pebbles.
Also, I should probably let you know, Zoroark is in the waiting room at this time.
Zoroark needs to follow the rules.
Okay, now I'm gonna pop out quiz.
Oh, well, that's fair, Soul. I hope you have been enjoying your time here. I just noticed that you had placed troops for Stream Raiders, so I was assuming that you found me through it. But either way, it is great to have more people following and coming by and hanging out and generally being awesome peoples.
Yay.
And then there's Blue.
What?
Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
Oh. Right. Okay, I also don't have owl in yet. Which means if I do that, yeah. Yeah.
Blue is in need of a guy.
Uh-huh. And maybe a girl as well, who knows? Oh, Emerald's throwing stuff at me.
Hey, the more you play Soul, the better your troops are gonna get. And it's just a fun little thing to go alongside the streams. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, nothing. Just Soul just wants me to yell about the pie. Do you have the pie? Seriously, do you have the pie?
Well, yes, but I stole this fair and square from your counter.
Sag.
Hi there, Zoro. I'm doing all right, and yourself?
Why? Nutman, how are you? I've been hanging out in a chat, in a call, and they were like, you should just stream, but I'm done streaming. No, you should just stream.
Pistachio! I love pistachios.
Yes, he's a nutman.
Well, that is always nice to do. You're welcome to hang out here anytime, as always.
Not the souls, man.
Ah, that was graffiti. Wasn't sure if that was some design of this skate park or not. The only pie you like making takes between 25 minutes to 2 hours. That is quite the range for baking.
I will agree
Unless
with
I
that.
don't get the reference. I probably don't get the reference. Stefan, behave!
What if Stefan doesn't want to behave?
And I will make them behave.
Fair enough.
By turning them into an astral dragon. The most behaved of creatures.
Hmm. Key lime pie. I've never tried key lime pie. Squee.
I am personally a fan of banana cream pie.
My favorite is pineapple pie.
I do love pumpkin pie. However, I have only found that my grandma's pumpkin pie is worth eating. Or I suppose my mom's as well, because she uses the same recipe, but, you know. Everyone else just doesn't make it right.
Please. They want to hear the quaz. Embrace the quaz. The quaz, quaz. And more quaz.
What am I not helping with? What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, I'll just deposit that for now and then go through everything later.
Oh, I would love some pie, Spirit.
Okay.
Then again, I just love food right now. I forgot breakfast again.
Ow, Zoro's throwing stuff at me, Zim.
You probably deserve it.
You're right, I do.
Yeah, you deserve to add all those things to your hoard. Quick, Zoro, throw a brick.
Welcome, Raigon.
Hello. I was told to come by. What's up?
Oh, I was just telling people to go invite you in here in a kind and not bullyish way, but I apologize if they tried to force you.
They bribed me with toast.
I have toast for you. Here's your toast.
Give me.
We did not bully. We offered treat.
Give me toast.
Toast. Reminds me, at some point I will get the toaster weapon in this game. I'm not kidding. It's a toaster. The community calls it a protogen. The toaster.
Eat toasty.
What game?
In Destiny 2, there's this weapon called Jotun, which is the community calls a toaster.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Wait.
Ooh, meat pie. I do love pie.
Wait, did someone redeem change avatar? Oh, it was in
I just give it toast.
the thing. Wow, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey.
There.
Now, all said, it is time.
Listen, it was
What is
buried within a bunch of throw stuff, so Quez. Rar.
Well, chat.
The RAR has
Um,
spoken.
This here is Raw Zim, Blue Draconics, and Wostein. Blue Draconics and Raw Zim both stream as well, so I'm going to go ahead and give them a shout out in the chat. Feel free to give them a look-see doodle, and I can guarantee you, you will all enjoy their stuff.
And I will, my chat, I'll give links as well, because enjoy. Here's Rygons.
We
And
also, just so you all know, we also, all three of us, Wostein excluded here, but, you know, we all do participate in the Pokeroll campaign.
That is correct. Yeah,
Rygon-
Vorpig, she really did blow up.
Rygon is our illustrious DM of only the highest caliber.
Aw, you flatter me. Also, wow, we got quite a few follows here just a second ago. Thank you for the follow, Dan the Man, Soul Exotia, and Spirit Ferret. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you're enjoying the stream.
Thank you, all three of you, for following through and checking out my friend.
See?
I
I didn't do the
can't do a
proper
shout-out
shout
with
outs. I'm sorry. I
choice.
gave links, not shout outs.
Oh well.
And some type of love, thank you very much for the follow.
Okay.
Oh, I can unlock an ability. I want to unlock the ability. The ability. Oh, giant toast! Blue, for some reason, it doesn't want me to give you a shout out. I apologize.
Well, because you only did one at a time. You can only allow one at a time.
But I did it.
Ooh,
Fine, I'll go
either
for-
one of those sounds great, Spirit. Oh, crap! I just remembered. Spirit's
Oh,
got my
Spooky Ghost.
address and can actually send food that way.
Wait.
Ah,
I haven't been to either of those in a long time. I could bring it up and let you know what I'd like, or you can go ahead and surprise me. Up to you, Spirit. Nothing but a thorn in my side since day one. But I am from Tokyo, the great denial not. Be outdone. Welcome to Fan Tokyo Spectacular Theater in the Pound. Please excuse my thespian vernacular when I say thou is going down. I've enough of you, so time to be my puppet. On a string, I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything.
Hey, get back here! Take
Okay.
that. Ouch!
I'm about to kill a
I
guy
did-
with a traitor.
One step, two step, three step.
Yes, I have, Soul.
Now,
Now, the audience is thirsty for fun. Time to run. 'Cause now your denouement has already begun. That means you're done. We could both be pirates on the sea. Swab the deck and play your part for me. Mops galore, you'd better keep it clean. Watch out now, my little friend, 'cause Shakespeare's looking mean. I've had enough of you, so time to be my puppet. On a string, I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything.
hey, get back here! Ow! Romeo's spear! Ouch! Oh, Shakespeare's bonnet!
I might be okay with that, Spirit.
Oh,
Leftovers are great.
apparently my warlord just got his ass eaten.
Please, you'll get to see defeat in epic style. The audience is primed, each attack right on time. Seeing you entwined is so worthwhile. But why
We're in a
stop
mood.
there at a lion, a bear? What's wrong, my petite chair? Why don't you smile? The final act is sure to be a theatrical plot twist worthy of a prize. Want a shot? You'd better be more tactical. Messing with Fantokio is never wise. Had enough of you, so won't you be my puppet? On a string, I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything. I'm up to here with you, so why don't you finally face it? Your fate is sealed, and everything you do is what I say. Starting now and every day, you'll be my puppet, learn to love it. Every word I say you'll covet. Start anew, stuck like glue. Bid your former self adieu, 'cause I've had enough of you. Yes, Fantokio's song is way too catchy. I apologize,
Emma.
everyone, but I had to sing it. It is just required.
Dang, Mom.
I offer toast in compensation. And you just get something thrown at you.
Dang, Mom.
Spirit, I will say, when it comes to breakfast food, I love it all. I don't think there's any breakfast food out there that I don't like.
Alright.
I would say hold off on mushrooms, beets, and fish. Those I am very picky about. Well, beets I don't like at all. Mushrooms I'm picky on. Seafood in general is picky, but aside from those three things, I haven't found anything that I won't at least enjoy. Oh, steak as well. I prefer other things than steak. I just... Steak's never appealed to me. Pumpkin pancakes could be good.
Pancakes.
Hello there, Jills. I am doing well, and how are you? I'm doing all right, finally.
You got it. My war chief grew up so fast.
So what are you playing?
I'm playing Middle-earth's Shadow of Mordor.
I thought you fought orcs in that.
You do. Now I'm commanding them.
Is that a different game mode, or did you just get to the point where you can now command orcs?
I just got to the point for it.
Ah, interesting.
Now I can choose to kill them, or I can command them. Now both have their own fun little bits to them.
Now, are we talking Dwarf Fortress fun or regular people fun?
I think Dwarf Fortress is its own unique brand.
Because in Dwarf Fortress, losing is fun.
We got a cutscene going.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no worries.
We stand Victoria. Okay.
A new
Hello, Dan the
subscriber
Man.
arrives. It fills you with determination.
Gilate1001 just subscribed.
Jills, thank
Aw,
you very
right.
much for that follow, or that subscription, sorry. Thank you. And Balasar, thank you for that. Ardwolf, you can have the fish. You
I'll
may
keep
have the
eat.
fish.
Wow.
Hey, Blues chat. I got a challenge for you. You guys should make it so Blue can only spend the entire stream talking like a dragon.
Grr, grr, grr.
Blue, if you're against this idea, just say so. Okay, he is not against the idea. So everybody, let's make it happen.
Grr, grr.
Mama.
Aw, thank you, Jills. I really have I really do my best to make sure that we have a very chill place. A lot of fun here, and where everybody is welcome.
Oh, we got an achievement, the White Wizard.
Congratulations!
Our modest fellowship.
I completely agree,
expands.
Dan the man.
Praise the sub.
I really do wish more games had the Nemesis system.
Unfortunately, that's never going to happen.
Yep, ain't that the truth?
Because the WB or whoever it is that published this decided to trademark that system.
Trademark, and then they're never going to use it again.
Yep. That alone should be it's something that should not be allowed.
I completely agree.
Defend, thank you so much for that subscription as well. 3 months in a row. Like, there was another concept with gaming that was trademarked for years. I think it was Atari that came up with the idea of putting little mini games during pause screens or loading screens.
Mm-hmm.
And they trademarked it, and now only recently has that trademark finally gone away, but by this point nobody's really bothering to try and do that. But
because it was never really established.
Yeah. And it could have been a fantastic idea, even if it's just a simple thing of Pong.
Nah.
Oh, Jills, did you gift that? I am so sorry. You did! Thank you for that gift sub. I am so sorry for that. I missed that in the chat. I really should have a different sound for gift, well, a single gift sub. I do have one for multiple gift subs. That's unique. But single ones, I need to come up with a unique sound for that. But thank you so much for that support, either way.
Oh, Japan kept doing it, huh? Well, I think I need to play some of those games then.
When it comes to Japan, I know that they have different laws on that front. And not to mention the fact that, you know, Japan, things that are trademarked in the US are not necessarily trademarked everywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that true? I mean, just look over at, say, China or Russia law.
Yeah, Russia is kind of bad about that. And China.
Mm-hmm.
But,
That's a good dragon.
a very good draggy.
No biting.
Joke.
You're a good draggy, Blue.
Let's see, what do we
Canada.
want to do?
I mean, I
Yeah?
haven't heard of Canada being that bad about ignoring everywhere else's setup for trademark and whatnot, but dang it! Who took my Deafin? Give me back my clothes. Also, Spirit, I'm gonna need you to let me know if or when the order is placed and when it arrives. Jills, that is not a ferret, first off. That is a marten. Martens are mustelids. They are cousins of the ferret, as well as the weasel, otter, wolverine, etc. They are the tree-dwelling cousins of the noodle family. And I unfortunately do not own one, but I do try to share information about them, knowledge and such, because they are wonderful little tree noodles that deserve more attention than they have. Yes, it will be on the exam, Deafin, as well as the fact that they have horizontal pupils, which is unique amongst with predators. But for them, it actually does help them out because they tend to hunt up in trees. And so it gives them a wider range of view compared to like prey animals that have the horizontal eyes, you know, goats and such. For martens, it helps them with everything. It gives them a wider range of view. Which helps them see things far away as well as more clearly. And but for the marten, it helps them hone in on prey that are running around trees and such. I mean, stoats are great. Stoats are great. You can enjoy whichever you want. I just think martens are better. Plus, everybody knows what a stoat is.
What's a stoat? Is that like a really firm coat?
That is wrong. Just very wrong. But anyways, I promote martens especially because they are very much unknown.
Yeah, I like martens. I'm personally a fan of ferrets, though.
They're all great. I just focus on martens so much because, partially because of the fact that nobody knows what they are. A lot of people, particularly non-furries, that hear of a sable, they only know, oh, you mean like a sable fur coat? And that's not okay.
Come from somewhere.
There are faux fur varieties that you can get, though.
And then try and brand this guy.
Yeah, I have over 350 videos here on the channel, and I really should get around to adding. I've got a large stockpile of others that I need to get around to adding to the bot. I just haven't yet, but I need to. Scratched! Hello again!
Die, worm!
No.
Well, since you actually finally asked, Zoro, there you go.
Yep. Yep.
Thank you.
Just joining that channel, like it says in the rules, it doesn't get you added to this.
No, it's an odd. Some streams that
Ah,
we
damn.
ask chat. Some.
You need to follow the rules for here. Also, for those that aren't aware, Scratched there in chat is a streamer as well. He is a very positive streamer, really awesome guy. I highly recommend if you want a place where you can just feel happy. He's really good at just keeping things happy.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
okay then, some type of love. That is certainly one type of love. I'm not sure you'd want this, though. You wouldn't have an ass anymore.
But that's like all I've got. Oh, I have a top hat. Does that mean
Blue
I am
have-
better than the bottom hats?
Wow, Rygon. Wow.
You may scoff at me, bottom hatter, but I, with my top hat, shall take no offense.
Blue, are people really keeping that going?
No, I just felt like going myself. No one has done anything.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
people have been talking. I see it.
I'm also distracted by a couple things. One, very intense focus game. Two, you guys are talking a lot.
Yes,
Well,
that
yes.
part
That-
of the
that-
chat.
It is part of it. I'm just pointing things out.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'll leave.
No.
No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Where are you going? Get back over here.
Too late.
No?
I'm gone. You can see me waving a handkerchief in the distance.
I'm actually kind of upset now, damn.
Rygon.
What's up?
Get back here.
I didn't go anywhere.
Get back here.
No. I like my corner.
Oh, he's in the corner.
I deleted the timeout corner. How are you in there?
I undeleted it.
Oh. Actually, I take that back. I didn't delete it. I renamed it.
Exactly, that's why it was so easy to find again. You may have tried to hide it, but it is my corner.
Except now it's a well.
Oh.
Oh, it's the well.
Hello up there.
Wait, it's not a hole, it's a well? That's
Welcome back, Spirit.
bad.
I have a question for Zim.
42.
Would you like the soap pumpkin pancakes with the glazed pecans and chocolate chips and pecan pie sauce?
I'm more feeling something more savory. But yes, that also does sound good.
So maybe like the cinnamon roll or choco nana?
Surprise me.
Order you the whole menu, got it.
I would not say no. I would say only if your finances could afford it, but
I'm a furry. What finances?
well, you see, just saying you're a furry does not mean anything because there are two varieties of furry. There's the suspiciously wealthy furry or the broke as fuck furry.
I'm the latter.
There's no in between.
I went to college. I'm the broke as fuck furry.
Really? Usually those are the suspiciously wealthy ones.
I have a master's in business. I'm broke as fuck.
Damn.
I have budgeting.
I know Toshime is one of those really suspiciously wealthy furries.
Oh, yeah.
Still have no idea how he affords all this that he gives, but it is hugely appreciated.
He's a doctor of science.
No, he works
Dr.
for
Science.
Walmart.
I wonder if he's not like a co-manager.
Maybe he's
He
the
is
owner.
not. I know what he does, and he is nothing, like, his job isn't anything spectacular, but somehow he's able to afford to do all this.
Overnight maintenance?
Maintenance can pay pretty well.
Oh.
Maybe.
He's a doctor of Walmart. Yeah, Dan the man, you're absolutely right. Dr. Walmart.
Welcome to Dr. Wally World. Get your shit and get out.
I still remember working at Walmart. One of our unloaders' actual names legally was Sly Dog.
What?
Yeah, he legally changed his name to Sly and then Dog, but spelled like D-A-W-G.
Why?
He was 40-something. I don't know. I'm midlife crisis, I assume.
Okay. That's
I mean-
100% fine.
What can't you find?
I said that's 100% fine.
Oh. And no, you really can't be both suspiciously wealthy and broke as fuck. You can be broke as fuck, but still appearing like suspiciously wealthy. But that doesn't actually make you suspiciously wealthy.
I don't know where I am at the moment. I'm not broke, but I'm not suspiciously wealthy.
I'm in the broke as fuck category. I rely on the suspiciously wealthy ones to live.
Oh, my chat's asking if we're dressing up for Halloween. My character will be.
I would love to have my character dress up. I just I don't have the money for a costume. When you use 3D models, it's a lot more expensive to get things done.
He's kind of right on that.
However, next year, hopefully, if things go according to plan, I will be able to. Even if it's just the same costume every year.
Why is my bonus objective not being objective?
What was that?
Don't question.
I'm a sub and even I don't understand what you just said.
It's alright, it was a language far too high for bottom hats.
Ah.
No, it's saying the stealth brand defenders, and I've been stealth branding them and it's not completing.
Oh.
And I don't know why.
Clearly it is Blue's fault.
Clearly everything is my fault because I'm not good with technology, I'm good with magic.
Yes, and as we all know, magic is just broken and makes everything else around it broken. Especially technology.
Oh yeah, especially. Max health up, max health shot up. Okay. You love how Blue randomly makes noises? Oh yeah, Blue's great at that.
Blue is adorable.
I
It's my
am
random
indeed.
noise
It's part of my
generator.
autism thing, but you know, I don't really point that out often because I want to be a normal person. Well, to the human world.
Well, you don't have to say normal. You could say, like, I don't know, neuroconvergent? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an enemy type. I thought they meant defenders as in, like, the whole thing.
It's still dirty on
Also,
this.
apparently my guys are being eaten.
Well, don't let them do that.
Oh, they're doing very well at it, though.
Hey there, Slitherite. I wrote Duke. I just wrote it in the bowl. The preview picture for this place is that bowl, so that's why I wanted to write it in there.
There's this guy. You know what? Fine. I'm dominating his ass.
Oh, there. Well, that's interesting. I'm glad you and your top hat can pull that off.
Yes.
There's
I
an
do so
achievement
love
for there's an achievement for getting the ball out of the hole, out of the bowl. I shall have to
Yes.
try to.
I don't want to kill my guy. Why would I kill my guy?
Because he betrayed you.
Yeah, sure. My poor, poor guy. Come on, game.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nom nom nom.
Nom noms.
Nom 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 nom.
No, you can go.
Okay, fine. I won't do it.
No, I'm talking to Screeb. Screebs are,
Ooh.
long story short, explodey boys. Annoying explodey boys that will blow up in your face.
Oh, you mean
But,
creeper clones?
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
What does that even mean? Searching for some mushrooms to entertain himself with. What does that even mean?
You don't know the use of mushrooms? You know, people use
Something
them
tells
to get
me he
high.
ain't. Something tells me he ain't using them for that because this guy looks like a pile of shit.
I mean, most drug addicts do look like piles of shit.
No. Oh. Ow. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just sitting here.
Oh.
All by myself.
Not all,
Well,
but most.
well then some type of love. I guess I need to start making random noises too.
So are we
The
gonna start
audience
seeing
loves
what is love?
What
I
is
just
love?
do. I go
Yeah.
Duke.
Zim and I just Duke a lot.
Duke. I also like to sing.
Singing and dancing is a wonderful thing to do. Just come up with a song and... Oh, he's too far back. Whatever will you do?
Guys,
Blue.
how's the weather up there?
Duke,
Well,
Duke,
you
Duke,
see,
Duke,
it's
Duke,
a
Duke,
very
Duke.
bright, sunny day. There's only a couple of clouds in the sky. You know, it's very nice up here.
I forget what sun and clouds look like. The
Don't
well
worry.
is all I know.
You might be able to get out of there eventually.
I ate the rope.
Oh, well, it'll take you a bit longer to get out of there.
Fart noises always make you lamau. Some type of love. Hey, I serve to please.
Oh. Chasing me. Wonderful, y'all. Get skipped. And then I go and...
Aardwolf, you should come join us on voice.
Well, they don't want to.
Well, then
Yeah.
we bully him into joining.
That's
Oh,
rude.
thank you, Dan the man. Thank you for tossing some toast down the well.
Also,
It is
this time-
delicious.
Okay, it's almost time for Stream Raiders.
You will make a toast ladder? Dan, I think you misunderstand. I ate the toast. I like toast.
Well, there's also the problem of, you know, toast gets very soggy very easily. And I'm not sure it will really work out very well for using it to climb out of a well.
I think the only way we can do this is if we send so much toast that I have no choice but to climb out. I guarantee it, 100% it will work.
Well, we have a lot of epics. Thank you, everybody, for them all. I don't see any particularly special units, but, you know, thank you for placing anyways. Start the battle.
Yeah, chat.
Start the game. Bum ba dun 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 bum.
Wouldn't it get stale and then work? Maybe. We could try it. Oh, I'm getting tired of playing this game. I want to continue, but I'm getting tired. Man.
Go. What the hell is? There you are.
Well, then, what are you going to play instead?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just go to bed.
Well, that's boring.
Yeah. But what do you all suggest?
Listen, if you need to go to bed, go sleep. No, in this chat, this call, no one in the stream should keep you up. Unless you're being paid for it.
I mean, he does run ads, so the longer he runs streams, the more ad rev he gets.
That's true. When we had that huge wave of people coming in, I think my ad revenue went up like by $20. It was kind of neat.
Very nice. You were in
just
the
filled the
top
well.
10 for a while, Soul. Go ahead.
What?
Ah,
just
Stream
saying,
Raiders thing.
We just fill the well with butter, and then we can just slide out like Tony Hawk. There we go. Wait, butter has reverse gravity properties?
Yes.
Maybe somebody should also toss down a fire extinguisher. That might help with the sliding. Ooh, or a Pepsi and those like little
You
pills
want
that
to
you
Mentos?
put into the Pepsi.
You want to
Mentos,
make
that's
fridge,
it.
don't you?
Mentos.
Oh, Mentos. Okay.
You're only up because I'm still streaming, to be honest? Aw, some type of love. I appreciate that. But, you know, kind of like everyone else is saying, don't sacrifice your health on my account.
Yep.
I do plan on continuing to stream. I just don't know what. I'm just kind of reaching the point where I'm getting a little tired. I'll probably stream for maybe about a half hour or an hour longer, and then I have to go to bed because I need to work in the morning.
Well, if that's all you're going to stream, you could come join me on PowerWash.
Excuse me, sir?
I think you can
Good.
join
Excuse me?
mid.
Hello. Why are
I
you
think
so
you're able
cute?
to join mid wash.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, sir?
You can join
Excuse
mine.
me? Hello. Why are you so cute?
Well, I'm already in and cleaning the skate park.
Excuse me, sir?
Oh,
Excuse me?
okay.
Hello. Why are you
I mean,
so
aren't you?
cute?
Didn't you beat the game?
No, I haven't beaten the game
Excuse me,
yet.
sir?
I think I'm getting close though. At least with the
Oh.
main campaign. It's your choice. Might go to bed soon anyways. You feel bad leaving kind of early since you joined late? Oh, no worries, some type. No worries at all. I stream very frequently, as all of these fine individuals can tell you. So you pretty much guarantee to catch me again, probably even tomorrow.
Yeah, he streams a lot. We all stream a lot. Though Blue doesn't stream as much, he tends to just hang out and voice with me more often. So Blue, all of Blue's followers should just come over to me. You'll see Blue far more often then.
Pain.
Wow.
I had to bully him into streaming tonight.
Just
Because
Wow.
I already
This was past schedule.
I already streamed. I streamed.
Not everyone is in the night, Zim. Some folks go for the daytime.
Well,
you
they're
love
wrong.
Blue. You switch between us both. Hey, I'm glad you enjoy Blue as well.
I
He's
want
a
to be
great guy.
more of a day streamer.
Hey, streamer, enemy of the night streamer.
Oh, shoot, I forgot. Oops, I did not mean to do that.
No, Dan the man. No.
If I'm gaming, I'm
Darling.
in general. If I'm gaming, I'm streaming. That's just the way I work.
I messed up.
I'm afraid, Dan. This is a sad moment.
Oh, do you need a do you need a moment of silence here?
Yes.
Okay.
I got
me pause the
I got
music.
covered in butter.
All right. Well, here.
They fire hose so much butter down the well. Nobody thought to give the poor Vaporeon a ladder. Just butter. And I still ate the toast.
All right, everybody. A moment of silence.
Yeah. I'm afraid I have a confession
Hey,
to make.
hey, moment of silence.
No,
Oh, okay.
I can't swim.
Oh, you can't swim.
Yeah, not in butter.
But you're a Vaporeon.
Yeah.
How do you not swim?
I never learned how.
Well, I would try and tell you how, but I swim in a different way than what a Vaporeon would.
Oh. Okay. Oh wait,
It's
wait. This butter's delicious. Also, apparently my screen didn't turn off.
Alright, let's go
your
solve
screen
this.
turned off.
Uh-oh,
Step
I broke
one.
it.
The moon.
What did you break?
There you go. This little screen in the background won't turn off now. I gotta turn it off manually. You can teach me to swim. You're a polar bear. Hey, I trust a
Nice.
polar bear. They're definitely not gonna eat me.
Speaking
But
of
they
eating,
eat
I'm eating
seals.
pretzel. Luckily, I don't know any friends who are seals,
Dude.
though I know someone whose name is Seal.
But people
They're
keep saying
dirt.
I have their seal of approval.
I know somebody that's a seal.
Oh. Well, that sucks for you.
Oh, what was that one commercial where the guy covered like the bottom of a screen door with like that sealant and then made a boat out of it?
Flex Seal.
Yes, Flex
Flex
Seal.
Is your friend Flex Seal?
No, no.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's see. I could go back to Koromon, but I'm sure that's just going to bore everyone as I shiny hunt. I'm just looking at various games, chat. Just give me a little bit. I promise I may or may not choose something. You're not even going to continue that copy pasta? Why? What are Vaporeons the most compatible with? Hmm? I am confused.
Water.
It does make sense. I do like water.
Just a bit towards that wall, right over there.
It's like the game that I have that takes the least amount of effort.
Minecraft.
I don't actually have Minecraft.
What?
Yeah. I own a license for it. I just don't actually have it installed on my computer.
Okay, okay. Generally, when somebody says they don't actually have something, it means that they legitimately don't own it. And it was like, how does somebody not own Minecraft at this point?
Oh, I know, right? Everybody owns it.
Did it
Yep,
also
Dan the
get
Man,
like
definitely just
merged
water.
into one version recently?
They did, so they could push microtransactions. How?
Oh,
What?
there's no more Java edition?
It's not updated anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. We could look at Halloween decorations for the stream chat.
Hold it, wait. Rude, you call me boring. Rude.
Well, yeah,
Oh, hi
because
Theo.
you make really good holes with drills.
Hi Vex. Hi Theo. How's it going? I mean, yeah, technically I would be a warlock, but I'm a hunter right now because I like the cloaks. I'll work on warlock later.
I don't know. I can't think of anything, but chat, would you all like to help me select a Halloween decoration for the stream?
You know, I've actually found that that is something that chat enjoys, and something I enjoy as well, is just sitting here chatting with people and working on various stream things.
I should let you guys know who I am.
Java is
streaming.
getting updated still.
Oh, okay. From my understanding, the old version wasn't.
Alright. So, I am streaming alongside Razim, and their avatars are very small. Let me make them bigger. See? Better.
Hello there.
Yeah, you
So
always
one,
you always hide us. It's like rude or something.
We'll show.
I'm trying to make sure they don't take up the entire screen. Anyways, one is Razim, that is the one streamer. And then another streamer I have is Rygon. Rygon plays. The other three are just sitting here and call with me. Long story short, this was not a planned stream. It was more like Blue stream. Fine. I do have revelations.
Yeah. All right, chat. We have a budget of $20. Let's find some decorations for Halloween. Hello.
Hi.
But yeah, I'm just playing Destiny 2 alone because I got no friends to call upon that I
Theo
want to right now.
Noodle. Theo Noodle, hello there.
Joke.
Hmm. This one's interesting.
Too
I don't
many
know
glow
if I go
sticks!
with
Too many glow
Yep.
sticks!
Oh, glow sticks at Zim. Please bully Zim. Zim has bullied me in the past. Zim now gets bullied.
I just wanted
You're
to
welcome.
help you be popular.
Well, this is how listen. This is how you get popular. You let people throw things at you. You're getting on? Oh. I didn't mean to bully Theo into this or guilt trip you.
Yeah, you did.
Oh. Oh, by the way, I should mention, Theo Noodle is a streamer. Go give him attention.
Yeah.
He's not streaming right now, but
Chat, what do you think of this to throw at me as a trick or treat, like channel point redeem for Halloween? You think getting some candy and throwing it at me would be fun?
I also want to work on my seasonal challenge. Oh, really? Oh! Oi! Work on seasonal challenges, like the really difficult ones. Also getting Wish Ender. I have a lot of difficult things that I need friends for, because I can't do them alone. I don't have good stats yet. I'm working on them. Quez.
Okay. Chat says this is potentially an acceptable thing. We can do a trick or treat redeem. You would abuse it? Do you think it should be channel points, or should I put like some sort of a donation or bits attached to it? Like, what do you all think? Would this be something you'd be willing to put money towards, or should we just leave it at channel point?
Do you remember, Rygon, there is a poll option that you can use.
That's true. I could use a poll option. How about we use a poll option?
Punch.
/ poll.
Thank you.
Question.
Even though
Trick or
most
tr-
likely your chat is just going to use it to keep it, you know, tied the entire time.
Oh yeah, potentially.
My quality went down. Woe's time, I'm actually gonna not do the dragon noises yet. Quality went down because I am not using Ethernet because I don't have an Ethernet outlet in my room.
All right, the poll is up.
The poll.
Let me know what you all
the
think.
The poll is on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, we got 30 viewers in here. I would imagine that people would want to do something.
Really. Yeah.
Okay, while you all are deciding that, I'm going to look for more Halloween decorations. We've got some kitty and some blinking ghosts.
Unfortunately, I do not have the Ethernet anymore. I think I already sent that out.
100 engrams. I will need to master version of the catch crash at some point.
Ooh, what is this?
Personally,
That's a little Halloween spider.
Anywho, I do wish you all the best, but I will be taking my leave now.
You'll see.
All right, Wolfstein.
Have a good
I'll
rest.
see you in 20 minutes when you're still not actually in bed.
No. This is the computer going down.
Oh, okay.
Well, mostly going down. To be fair, as I've mentioned before, I do leave the device up so that it can stream from multiple. And I've also recently learned that I have to be careful how many I do that with, because Twitch starts to break. And it no longer records me as a viewer if I have too many open.
Which makes sense to help fight against bots.
As an account, you can only do, for your account, you can only be following, or counting as a viewer in 4 streams at a time.
Huh.
If you have multiple accounts, then you could possibly be watching more, but...
Yes, but then that complicates things.
Agreed.
Which I cannot easily do, because I do have the secondary, but no.
We don't talk about secondaries. They stay silent.
Ooh, these are kind of fun.
Nah, it's more for the fact that I get tired of signing in between accounts.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you, Spirit!
Cool.
Hopefully there's somebody available to deliver it at this time.
Right. Oh.
At 1 o'clock in the morning? Good luck with that.
Actually,
I like the purple for this
2:30
one, too.
a.m. now.
Okay, it looks like Channel Point won with 5 votes to 1 for cheap bits. So I'll go ahead and I'll make the Trick or Treat redemption Channel Point redemption. I'll probably make it slightly expensive though, so that way it's not spammed too much.
Oh, I could probably direct Theo to Lost Sector Legends. Which one is currently on? What's the current rotation of
We could put on a witch hat.
That has to be done solo? Okay, fair enough, thank you.
Oh, I think this might be a 3D model. Never mind.
Because, otherwise, I was trying to do things solo. Now that I have you here, I can have you help me with the really difficult stuff.
Alright, just point me in the direction.
I can't do Nightfall yet, because I'm not high enough light level. Other things it would include...
Hello there, Felix. Or Ramon Felix. Hope you're having yourself a wonderful evening.
If you want to do your
I said
weeklies,
Ramon.
I'm fine with that, Theo.
No, but you didn't roll the R. Ramon.
I ain't rolling that R like a sprained ankle.
Ramon.
They will think that I have an accent.
What's wrong with that?
Oh,
I don't want to have an Antarctican accent.
Right, Grandmaster.
What are we up to? I just finished streaming some Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor gameplay. And right now we're actually choosing some Halloween decorations for the stream. So, depending on what you guys like, we have a budget of about $20, and we'll just get some stuff and we'll decorate our space with it.
For this one,
Fake cobwebs.
Fake cobwebs, yeah. Right now I'm looking at a spooky ghost.
I don't have duality, unfortunately, so I can't.
Don't you already have a ghost that haunts your stream?
I do have several ghosts that haunt my stream. Yes.
You'll need to do that at some point.
I could add this to the rotation.
I mean, you don't even really need to buy a spooky ghost decoration. If one of your friends is a ghost type, just invite them over.
That's true. But I don't have friends.
What the hell am I?
You didn't offer me a ladder in the well.
Hey, I gave you a rope to get back out of there.
It was delicious. Thank you.
Yeah, that's not my fault that you decided to eat it.
Master is... something you can't do. Probably should have full team of 6 for, to be honest.
What is it that I'm seeing with these pet widgets? Will we all want a pet widget? Do we want something to out-cute me?
Fun. How about Dare, Theo?
Oh, you use Streamlabs, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Does it have a pet widget?
Well, where are you seeing this pet widget thing?
On Etsy, it says Black Cat Stream Pet. Halloween animated cat mascot widget for streamers. Reacts to events and customizable commands, 10 expressions.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm kind of wondering, like, is there a thing to this?
I'd be curious
what?
in looking at this myself. Not sure I'll add
Oh.
it, but...
Fair.
Oh no, some type got scared by my ghost. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, some type. I tried to make them not scary by adding any loud noises.
Hmm.
You know, I have not actually seen your ghost thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it summons like between 1 to 30 different types of ghosts, like type of ghost things. Sometimes it might be cute little ghosts that are raining down. Sometimes it might be the little sticker ghosts. Sometimes it might be like little screen changes. Like that one right there had a bunch of ghosts just fly past the screen. Kind of cute.
Ah.
Tower then strikes just to get our
You
bounties.
should send me links
or-
to these
or
things that
bounties.
you've got. I'm very
I
curious.
found most of them on Etsy.
Never thought of looking at Etsy for anything like that.
Oh yeah, Etsy is a gold mine. A lot of stuff there is cheap. Like you can grab a lot of this stuff for like just a couple of bucks, and then just over time integrate them into your stream. I agree, some type. That one was pretty cute. I have cute ones and slightly scary ones, but I made sure to not put any that have loud noises because I know that can bother people. The only jump scares that I have are donation based, so people actually have to pay money to scare.
Fair. The only thing I
Yeah.
have. Damn it, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead.
So the only thing I have that is loud and like to people is me going scream. And that's when I scream loudly.
I have a whole bunch of sound effects that people can bring up, but they are also, you know, bit-based.
Work on a merch store soon.
One's kind of cute.
Yeah, work on stuff because I already did my strikes. I like completed everything. The last thing I do for Zavala is reach rank 17. That's it.
Of course, some type. I really do want to make this a chill place for people to just kind of hang. And I want to put in a lot of different toys for you all to play with. So the ghosts are just one, the glitches are another, and so on and so forth. But I definitely don't want to make this a place where people have to be afraid of like, oh, I'm gonna get hit with something at any moment now. Yeah, I have those jump scares, but like I said, they're donation based, and I'll be honest, nobody has ever actually redeemed them, so I forget there are things sometimes.
I have blurp enabled on my stream, so they can literally play just about any sound they want. I don't even know what might come up. But, yeah, very few people actually do them, and those are, those require bits.
Yeah.
So, Zim.
Yes.
Wostein, I'd be careful with that. I don't know if the alerts work yet. I haven't gotten to them.
So since I did the thing, do you know what I'm going to ask for?
What?
Clothes.
Oh, no.
Oh, right, that is a thing.
I will take your outfit now.
Bye, outfit.
Fine.
Let me
I guess you did buy me dinner.
Oh, they do work.
There, the
Oh,
clothes are
I need to
off for the
correct
rest
the
of the
alert.
evening.
Yay. Alright, cool. You guys know your conversation. You know what I can do now? I can now do something.
Oh, what that? What, did you just sneeze?
Did you
Maybe.
wait for us to be done to sneeze?
Yeah, Wostein says, thank you Wolstein, for the donation of $6.66. You say you recall this particular one from another streamer as well? Yeah, it's one I picked up from another place. I'm sure plenty of people have it. Your curiosity is piqued. Apologies in advance. Aw. Yeah. I also try to keep the noise down even on the jump scary ones, so that way they don't frighten people too bad. And I do need to fix up the alert so that way the main alert doesn't go off when the jump scare alert goes. I know, these are cute little kitties. Oh, and they're animated. Aww.
Alright. Yeah. Theo, just let me know when you're ready, and I can just take us out. Alright.
Take him out. Take him out. Go
Alright,
back and
Ooh.
shoot him.
Ooh, take a look at this one, everyone.
Vanguard or Nightfall first? I'm fine with either.
It's a little wiggle ghost. We could add this one to our ghost rotation. People might be able to get it.
Vanguard,
Just
very
go
well.
wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Popping Vanguard. Gotta warm up? Fair enough, because this week is Light Blade, and Light Blade is one of the more difficult ones, although I've been having a very good time this week with this stuff.
I get two. I think I might get that one and add it to the rotation. How much is it?
Actually,
It's only literally $2. We could add this one to the ghost rotation easy.
Hi, Theo.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
oh, right. Now that I'm done shouting out, Zim, let me shout out Rygon.
Hello.
Go give him toast.
I like toast.
He does like toast. Frozen combatants defeated. I will hydrate. I will also need to feed my combatants.
Oh hey, this VHS hand glitch one, that's one I actually have for in the ghost rotation.
Send me a link to like the search page and stuff. Like if there's a category or something, I'd be interested in taking a look.
For what in particular? I'm just looking at Halloween VTuber right now and just scrolling through, seeing what I can find.
Oh, okay.
I'm just defeating combatants because I gotta defeat combatants.
If you're looking for like ghosts in particular, then you could easily just type in like ghost VTuber or ghost stream, and that'll give you some stuff.
It was
Water
more
toast
just
at
VTuber
Rygon?
stuff in general.
Yeah, I just typed in Halloween VTuber, and that's giving me plenty of stuff.
I will be back in a few. I'm going to go make food.
I will get a VTuber
Okay.
at one some point.
Thank you
It'll
for
probably
sending
only
me
be-
food. Hopefully it
Of
actually
course.
comes.
I do hope so too. Otherwise, I will drive down there and I will feed you myself.
Oh.
Here comes the airplane.
No, it's gonna be. Here goes the Gatling gun.
Well, this one's kind of cute, everyone. It's got like fall leaves. It's kind of, I mean, it's not really Halloweeny, but it's still kind of cute.
Could use it next month.
Yeah, I could use this one next month. Oh, we got a ghost with a rump here. Look at it. It's got a twerk.
Why is it
Twerk, twerk,
twerking?
twerk.
No.
Twerk, 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 twerk.
Alright, so now I need to go and commission Azurith twerking. Got it.
No! No!
It's
One,
gonna-
if you
you're
do
gonna be
commission
making
it,
all
it
the
will have to be
sound.
used on my channel. Two, why?
Why not?
I mean, yes, you would be allowed to use it in addition to myself.
It's my character. No. Technically, I came up with the character. And the concept design, although Mary did It's a weird conundrum. It's weird business stuff. I'm not.
Technically, Nintendo came up with the character and design. You
have
just
a
tweaked
point.
it.
You have an absolute point. Man, it's a shame we don't live in Japan, because we can't make money off of Pokemon then. No, if we live in Japan, we can make money off of Pokemon. Am I speaking too much?
No.
I don't know.
You've been perfectly fine.
All I heard was that I'm gonna be sued.
Sounds about right.
I will be
don't wanna be
honest, that is a legit fear in regards to the Pokeroll campaign.
I worked so hard on it.
I know.
I don't have to come up with a completely original character. Nobody will watch me anymore.
I think they're afraid to just do stuff like this because it will hurt their reputation a lot. Although Nintendo... Oh, go on.
Nintendo's definitely, definitely plenty willing to sue. However, I will also say, Charm's been doing this for years. So... yes, Emerald, people can send me food. You do exclamation point treat, and you can send food that way. And, well, you'll need to remind me, but when somebody does send me food, well, I take off the clothes for the rest of the night.
Oh. You get
At
that
this
whipped cream
point,
out, don't you?
At this point, Treat Stream is definitely closed, or most likely. But earlier in the night, I absolutely love getting food. Thank you very much for the epic Soul Exultia, Wolfinks, and Walden of the Demon Claw, as well as Universal Genai. Start the battle.
Alright. I do also want to point out that Nintendo hates Nuzlocke on the same level of hack ROMs, or ROM hacks.
What's up, Ardwolf? What didn't you know? Oh yeah, you could actually feed me treats.
It looks like the artist is just about done. Oh, go ahead.
You can send them through that and, or be fed, yes.
Oh.
You will literally watch for what you just did. Oh my gosh, the little hashtag sad you do is makes you go, yay! I'm glad I could entertain. At least I assume you're talking to me anyway, Dan. You like the webs? It doesn't cover too much of the screen? I do too. I like that one, but I would like to have at least one thing that's right by the model here. So maybe like a bubbling cauldron or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. And we still gotta get some stuff to dress up the Vaporeon. The artist said they can't do a rush order for a costume, so we're gonna have to come up with one ourselves. We probably won't be able to get something clothing-wise, like, you know, an actual suit on, but we could come up with like a hat. But I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, Dan. I really am.
Wostein, I would just like to point out that you have fulfilled exactly what I said. You have done precisely as I said you would. You argued with me, but you've done it. Everything has proceeded exactly to my design.
What's that?
When Wostein said he was going to bed, I said, all right, I'll see you in 20 minutes when you still haven't gone to bed. And here he is, more than 20 minutes later, in the chat again.
Oh, give me a little hockey mask. We could probably do a hockey mask. I'd like to still be able to see my eyes, though, so we'd have to figure out a way to so my eyes could still be visible in some form. Oh, little horns. A little pink ghost emote. I like these pet things. I just don't know what the pet widget is. I'm gonna have to look into that. What do you think? You all think a Vaporeon could do with a pet? Good little pet? Little
I
kitty in
think
a
the
ball?
Vaporeon is the pet.
No. I don't have a collar on. I'm not on any leash laws. I have a citizenship. Dang it.
That is called a license and registration, not a citizenship. That's just the government keeping track of you.
I can vote.
Can you? Have you gone to vote?
I just send in a paw print in the mail for the candidate that I like, and they seem to accept that. I just write down who I like, and I put a little paw print on it.
That sounds like kind of neat.
The lower face cage thing, we could do something like that. Nah, this scene's too busy. I don't like that one. Oh, hey, Sky Ink, thank you for the follow. You scared me.
I mean, I understand that, Whoa. It's just you said you were going to bed, and, well, you're still in chat. Like I said you would be.
Yeah, Wostein, he's got a point. You are still here.
Yes, I understand that you may be on your phone now, but when people mean bed, they mean sleep.
Well, hello to you as well, Sky Ink. You've got work in 5 hours? Well, I will enjoy your follow. I will nibble on it. I will nibble it so good. I'll go num num.
I understand that, Theo. It's like, alright, let me do this. Nope, they took 90% of the kills.
Oh, we also need to vote for our new animated emote to put in, everybody. Oh, I was looking at some of these emotes to put in. Let's see what we got. What do you think? Do you think we should do a confused Espeon? An Espeon giving a flower? Because the Espeon's the next model that's coming on. We could do an Espeon with a flower. Then there's a confused one. And there's also a waving one too. Ow. Why you throw that Pokeball?
That's good you're nicer. Do you want some toast for that, Theo? Alright, I need to do Star Wars bounties.
My name's not Theo, though.
Oh, no, I was talking to Theo, not you, Rygon.
Oh, you're giving him
want
my
to talk to Rygon now?
Okay.
Listen, I will gladly talk to you when the conversation comes up. I'm also talking with a chat member.
Oh, chat's more important. I get it.
I don't get much chatting when I'm with you guys.
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly
We're chatting with you all the time.
Thap Each Fox
Precisely.
just
Can I give my chat
resubscribed
some
for
love now?
20 months. Woo.
Maybe.
But now, at the moment.
That
But,
Peach
you know, I
Fox,
still
thank you
right
very
now.
much for that resub and your 20 months of support. Thank you.
You don't think there's a confused emote yet? I think you're right. I don't think we have a confused one.
I have a confused one.
Okay. What? And we got Dan the Man saying that they like the flowers. So I'll put in another poll, and we'll see which one you all like.
Let's see if I can... Maybe.
I like my confused emote.
There you go.
I'll get a confusion emote at some point. Oh. As a matter of fact, I'm working with emotes. My emotes should be entering the digital phase right now, so... Yay?
Yeah, but don't you do magic? That
And
kind
your
of
point?
traps you in the pre-digital age. Sorry. Magic and tech, they are mutually exclusive.
Yeah, this is hard. Here, I'll let you all take a look at them again. So we got the waving one.
Confused.
We've got the confused one. And then we got the flower one.
Oh.
Make your choices, vote in the poll. Yes, this will have incredible repercussions. Your vote matters.
All right, everybody. Now, what you need to do is make sure that they stay tied.
Well, if you all tie, then I just simply flip a coin.
Okay, so we clearly need to get the Hello Espion in there too, so that way he can't just flip a coin.
I will flip a triple-sided coin.
I would like to see this triple-sided coin. What
I wanna
are
see
you
the
laughing about,
triple-sided
Blue?
So long story short, I keep running into a train.
Why?
Because
You like this
it's
good coffee.
funny. Normally I'm better at this section, but apparently I wanted to pull some funnies. I'm sorry.
What do you all think of me getting like a little table, and then you can all give me this dirt coffee? Like, you know, for just some channel points, like 100 points, you all give me a drink, and it's just dirt coffee. And plus, I can always use it for other things.
Sky Inc., thank you very much for that follow and welcome.
Hello.
What about fan-made Pokemon, Slitherite? Hello there, Crinix the Dragon. Welcome on in.
Ooh, looks like Flower Espion won. And thank you for the follow, Trooper Wagner.
Oh,
I'm glad you're enjoying the stream.
Yeah, I suppose I
Make that
haven't.
one a cheat bit. Okay.
I suppose I haven't heard of Nintendo going crazy over a fan-made character.
Wait, where did my text go? My text disappeared.
Didn't that go really crazy one game because of how badly the rival handled a battle?
Wait, what?
What? Why did my
Wasn't
text
that, like,
disappear?
It was a fan-made Pokemon game.
No, they're talking about a fan-made Pokemon, like a modified. You know, like Azurith and Jet.
I kind of like that idea, Dan the man. Buy me a Spookachino for like 50 bits. You can all give me a Spookachino.
Sky Inc., thank you for coming by, and I hope you sleep well.
And we need to find ourselves a good table. So let's see. Table VTuber.
Aw. Alright, Soul. Well, thanks so much for coming by. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night.
Oh, it's nobody make tables? Like, what the heck? I could give myself an elegant office chair. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ivy Proto. We're right now shopping for things to put onto the stream. You're more than welcome to join us. Looking for a table. So we can put Spookachino on it.
And that is fair, Slitherite. Though, I feel like Jet might be sufficient. Actually, I am like 90% certain that I could get away with claiming Jet as my own original creation.
Also,
Because he's not just a recolor, he's got a whole new design to him.
And you're absolutely right, Ivy Proto. Yeah, I'm looking for like a small little table we could put up to the side here, and then I could put the Spookachino on top, and you all could just feed it to me. I could just go nom 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 nom. But alas, it doesn't seem like people really make tables. They make plenty of things to put on tables, but not tables.
I love how Delfino Plaza has come up as I'm sitting here washing stuff.
An in real life table? No. A stream extension? No. It's just something to put well, I guess kind of like a stream extension.
Bye.
But it'd just be something that just kind of pops up on screen and fades away after a while. So, kind of like, oh, I don't know. Kind of like when someone summons the Pokeballs, how those kind of pop up and then they go away after a little bit. So I'm just looking for a table that we could just put on stream.
Ow.
What'd you do?
They all threw Pokeballs at me and they're being very mean.
Well, what you should do is drop rocks on all of them.
Dead.
You have that power.
okay,
What's up, Blue?
I just fell to my death after falling multiple flights. 5 times.
No! No, stop it. Stop with the Pokeballs, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anything I've done. I'm sorry I ate the toast.
Yeah, that's fair, Slitherite. Part of why I've stopped calling Razor a Growlithe, and instead just call him a firedog.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, I have a sweatband on.
But Razor also has kind of fallen quite a ways away from the Growlithe design. Still some remnants, but inspiration for sure.
What are some of the remnants? Hello there, Dragon Witch. Good of you to come by again.
There we go.
Oh, and I see you, Plumage. Hello. Try side table or dresser and look for a small one. We could try a side table.
Hey, Spirit. You there?
In spirit, they are.
Oh my, I'm doing very well actually. I'm just up and we're shopping for things to put onto the stream chat, like Halloween decorations and stuff.
Indeed.
Throwing Pokeballs is very satisfying.
I am back. Yes, I have stir fry.
Throwing?
Ooh, that sounds good.
very satisfying.
That sounds very tasty. What is the status on the order? Because, well, I don't get updates on it, so...
As of 2 minutes ago, the Dasher said they're still preparing your order. I apologize for the wait.
Oh, okay.
Look at all that furniture. Oh, yeah.
It may or may not be a large order.
Oh, no,
Oh,
our
boy.
table, it's broken.
Deal.
I know, our table's broken.
Wait, table. Wait.
Oh. What do you all think of a channel point redeem where you are able to throw one giant master ball and it slowly approaches me? And I'm
Yes.
just like, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So it's like the moon from Majora's Mask.
Yeah, so something like that, yeah. And when it hits me, I go flying.
I say shut up and take my money.
I don't know if I'd make that one a channel point redeem. I might make that one like a bit redeem, but it'd be like really cheap, like 20 bits or something. Okay. Let's see if we can find ourselves a master ball. While we're also looking for tables and Halloween decorations. Added SFX with me just yelling, no!
I take care of you.
Here we go. Master Ball PNG. Just a soccer ball.
Oh.
Yes, Slitherite.
There's
The
a
one on
master
the
ball.
screen
we
right
could use
now.
this one.
The one on the screen right now is Razor. Yes.
All right. I'll go ahead and this is pretty cheap. I'll go ahead and I'll buy this this little thing because I think this will serve our purpose. So give me just a second. I'm going to turn off my screen so people don't see my little details of buying stuff. And we're gonna see if we can make it really big and get it thrown at me. Then I'll make it a bit redemption.
I made a lot of those silvers. What does those for?
Let's see, where is it? V-model, streaming, screen capture, there it is. Whoop.
Yeah, it's... Razor is definitely different enough at this point.
Sound effect of a boulder rolling? Oh yeah, that would be great. Okay, the order's in. The order's in, everyone.
Are these like things that you are commissioning or already there that you just buy?
I could just buy it off of Etsy. There are some things where you could just say like, hey, this is something I can make for you, like a logo or something, and you can commission a logo, a custom logo. But by and large, the majority of the stuff I get is already pre-made.
Okay.
Then you could usually just, if you want something more specialized, you can contact the artist and see if you can work something out. I've done that a couple of times to great satisfaction.
Wait. Why was... Okay.
I've used Fiverr before, but had very limited happiness with it.
Yeah. And I'd say that's pretty much true wherever you go, but that's just kind of how it is, right?
Yeah. I just always knew Etsy for, you know, hey, I knit this thing, or painted this painting, or, physical stuff, not digital.
Yeah.
I know I've got a custom wooden mug with a metal insert that I got off of Etsy a while back.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I got the Pokeball files downloaded. Yeah, this will be so exciting, everyone. I hope the files is big enough.
What was
I
that,
have a
Spirit?
thing from Etsy. It's a little like wall sign that
And
says
man.
OCD, obsessive coffee disorder.
Dan the Man, thank you for the subscription. I really do appreciate it. That actually just paid for our Pokeballs. Thank you so much.
Nice.
You like my face and you like my booty? Have my money?
What?
Oh. Yay. I didn't know I was twerking.
Oh. So apparently your booty's only $5? Interesting.
Well, technically 2.50.
I will
I'm a
actually
very
pay
cheap
for
booty.
that. I will pay for that. Don't make me do it. I will do it.
I believe you.
Oh, Blue wants to get at that booty.
Oh, not the booty.
Yeah, what the heck? I'll get in line too.
No, everybody's coming after my booty. Help me.
Well, maybe you should up the price. Supply and demand and all that.
Well, if anyone wants to make it rain cash, it's only a $10+ donation. All right, let me go ahead and get this stream thing.
All right, this skate park is definitely looking much better than it was when I first got here.
Oh, yay! My personality has twerked their way into Dan's heart. Aw, glad. I do try to make this a pretty chill and relaxing stream, so I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
What? No, Theo! It rolled over you! I'm so sorry!
Rygon, I do work to make sure this is a nice, relaxing stream. Blue.
Yeah, that's me, alright. That is absolutely me for that.
Okay, I think we got it. I will open up the Twitch integrated throwing system. There's still some things I don't want to show on stream, so I do apologize that I'm taking a little bit.
So you're opening up the tits?
Yes. That's what the zipping sound was for.
Ow, I'm being thrown at. Can I now just chill?
Oh yeah, this'll be good. This is good. Also, apparently I have disappeared.
You've not enjoying the teammates we've been getting? That's fair, Neo. Sorry for dragging you in by accident. I do mean by accident.
Okay, let's take a look at
Yeah, you
this.
guilted Theo into it, and now Theo feels obligated, and you've done this to him.
See, this
You
is all
monster.
my fault. I am an absolute monster.
Where's delay? Sets delay between throws and bonks. We shall make that delay 1, and I want to see what happens. We shall only throw 1.
Ah, you were looking for chill teammates, and you weren't getting that. Well, technically, we weren't.
Oh, I
Well,
need
we
to make
were
this
getting
go
people who were
fast.
going fast. That's actually
How many bits do we think this would be worth?
What is it?
I was thinking like 20 bit. The giant master ball idea.
It feels more involved, so, and you've got a chocolate rain for 100?
Mm-hmm, I do. Ow.
I might say more
Yeah,
than
why?
20 if you're gonna be, you know, screaming and stuff.
Maybe make it 50?
I was thinking more than 100.
Oh, 200?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make it 200. What do you all think, chat?
200 what? Bits? Dollars?
Bits.
Channel point? Bits?
Yeah.
$2? Fair enough.
But I'm going to test it and make sure it's satisfying.
Okay.
Plus, I might make it for free every now and again. So we'll do 200 with a max
Hi,
of
Theo.
200. It'll be available to everybody. Go down, object customization.
I can understand that, Theo.
We'll scale that to 5.
I'm personally just sitting here hoping for some extra funds for tomorrow's grocery shopping. Because who knows when I get to go.
Customization, normal. Okay, we all ready to test it? Let's give it a test. Oh. Apparently it threw the wrong thing. Give me a second.
I don't have enough spoils of conflict. Damn. Oh, that's painful. That is absolutely painful.
Well, then don't do it.
But I want this really cool item.
Then do it.
Cool.
But stop bitching about it being painful.
So put its speed at 0.1.
Can't I be expressive?
What is the probability weight? Probability weight 20. Alright, let's try that now.
Expression
there it is.
Not permitted.
Oh, there it is! It's coming for me! It's coming! No! No!
You are... You sound far more giddy than you do afraid.
It's so hilarious. I want to make sure it throws me, though. So I'm going to try to make sure it throws me.
Rygon's got a new toy and he's happy about it.
I'm very happy with it.
Polka dollars. Polka dollars.
Dollars.
I have a question for everyone in the call.
Yes.
Imagine you're playing a game, a multiplayer game, and you go to do some random thing, then someone joins in and just speed runs everything while you're just trying to have a chill day. I was like, well, that experience was meaningless. How would you feel?
I don't ever like when that happens. I have been in that so many times. Like, especially with, that was my experience in dungeons on Final Fantasy XIV, was I was just scrambling trying to figure out, okay, what the hell is going on? And everybody is 5 rooms ahead of me.
Raise the rotation speed a bit? Oh, sure.
Yeah, that I can
Hey, Sam.
agree on, because people
Yes?
just want to get done with their dailies.
The food is coming.
Yay!
You want the rotation speed at 1.5?
Isablita, thank you very much for the cute Kaji Berserker. And we also have Dan the Man with an epic monk. And Mirage. And Deafened over here with an epic Centurion. Start the battle.
I was like,
I
Yeah,
don't know how
it
to make it
is-
throw me.
It is every MMO Slitherite, but still.
okay.
Okay. Let's test it now and see what it looks like.
ETA says 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, I am ready. I am ready for food. I am hungry.
Okay, but you
Yes.
gotta take a photo of it all.
Oh, it's still
Do
here.
I really? I don't really have anywhere to set out much.
Theo, that noodle is,
It was
It's
another
still
space.
member in the call, Zoro arc. On my screen, they look like the Eevee.
Theo,
Oh.
I'm the noodle.
There we go.
I am
You're
also
a
a noodle.
Marten. He's referring to a dragon.
I am a noodle.
You're
What-
not a mythical noodle. You are a normal noodle.
Oh,
how
I
am
am
getting
very
to
much a
throw me?
mythical noodle.
I beg to defer.
I'm a noodle eating noodles.
Manual throw, show preview. The way it's slowly floating away, yes. I don't know. What do you all think? Do you think that's pretty good? Do you think
Oh, they
that's
look
okay
very
for
close to
200
yours.
bits?
Ah.
Maybe it has to do with strength? I'm not sure. I could try putting the strength to 0. I could take a look at the strength again.
Give me a moment, everybody.
You're gonna send a Okay, yeah. I'll take a look at this.
Make it
Y'all need
strength
to
0.
not see that stuff. I need to put Destiny 2 on my other screen at some point.
Oh. Apparently it's at strength 0 and it doesn't rotate at strength 0.
Oh my goodness.
It's grinding against me now.
One, Theo, that looks absolutely cool and adorable. Two, you are right. That looks so close.
It's just my face. Sorry everyone. I'm a master ball now.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine. I'm fine with anything. As long as it
With
doesn't show up on-
anything, huh?
As long as it doesn't show up on stream, I am fine. As long as we talk about innuendos on stream, we're fine. Oh wait, this is an 18+ stream. As long as I'm fine, as long as I pass TOS, we're fine.
Oh, we can do so
Hold
much
up.
then.
What did I miss here? I was sending a
Nothing.
message to Mary, and apparently we're talking about something NSFW.
No,
What?
I will have
Your
you
food's
know that this is
outside.
a Christian fucking server. Watch your goddamn language and keep the lewdness out.
Okay.
However, we can absolutely talk about those wonderful little bad dragon toys and such.
do you want to talk about your
strength?
balls?
Strength,
They're
strength is all
very
the way up.
squeaky.
Oh yes, I do have very soft balls.
I don't
People
know.
do like to play with my balls. Would you all like
Wait.
to play with my balls?
Wait, no.
Yes.
I don't like the turn of this conversation.
Are you sure? You don't want to
Oh,
play with
yes.
my ball? It's very squeaky.
I'll play with them.
No.
I got squeaky tennis balls. You don't want to play with my squeaky tennis balls?
I want tennis
I'm
balls.
good.
Can we play tennis? I want to play tennis. I haven't played tennis
Ouchies.
in years.
Your food is there.
Oh, it's here. Okay, be right back.
Oh, there goes him. Spirit, take over his stream.
Okay.
Maybe it has to be with like multiple objects. Let me test what happens if I put in multiple objects.
Hi everyone, this is now the other Noodles stream.
Hello, other noodle.
Oh, you are a noodle. All right, you look. I'm saying nothing.
What?
So I'm gonna
Tell
like put
me.
in like 30 of these, and I'm gonna see what happens.
It's fine.
Tell
It's
me,
fine.
Blue.
It's fine. For some reason, you look more wolf-like than noodle-like. I'm sorry.
I mean, I do bite.
Uh-huh.
Oh, ow, ow.
That makes you curious now? Okay. Fair, Theo. I guess it's open to this question. I mean, this is 18 plus. As long as it passes POS, we're fine.
This is
Also,
my life
sure,
now.
Spirit. Bite as much as you want. I will bite back.
Ow. I got hit with 30 Master Balls. They were big.
No! Do you need toast to make it? Ow!
Yes.
Oh. It does.
No, we're having a discussion
Just
about
bug.
Pokeballs.
Bug.
Yeah. It just the
Hmm.
question, the discussion I'm having with Theo is more on the lines of Zoro's noodle avatar looks very close to Theo, and I could see it, but it's
Ooh,
also
here we
probably because
go.
they're the same species and a very similar color line.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm a
Brandon.
ferret. Zim is a sable. We're basically cousins.
And I'm a noodle dog.
You won't lie, that was funny, Dad. This is the beauty of testing objects. I can make it even bigger, though. Let's make it 50.
Here. See, if we're gonna be on discussion, do I have permission to share your reference design around a bit?
Mine?
No, I'm talking to Theo, not you, Spirit.
Put it at 20.
Just to show them how the similarities, because they do look very similar. Okay, fair enough. I'm not here. Let me copy image. Let me send to Rygon first. Rygon, do you have a moment?
I'm testing balls. What's up?
I am back. Oh, you like balls? You want to play with balls? I got a ball. You can play with my ball.
Also, alright, Zim's back.
Oh, no more squeaking, please.
Alright, so Zim, this is Theo's design that I'm setting you. It's very close to Zoro's. It's just an interesting coincidence that's come up.
We still need to figure out how to get the model to get thrown. That's the issue. I want to get the model blown away. Also, it just lives here now. It is the moon.
Draw an angry face on it then.
You assume that I am an artist.
I am.
I'm not. Now let's keep its scale at 10. We'll increase the rotation speed to 3.
Sweet.
The moon is socketing it.
What do y'all think of this size?
Why do I have so many?
Should we make it a little bit faster?
I say bigger. But
No,
that's
I
me.
don't want it to block the entire stream though,
Hmm.
it is pretty slow.
Dusty. Oh wait, I can't dash.
Alright, food has arrived.
Yay, food!
I can actually have foods.
It's the model calibration.
Do you really want a picture of everything? I don't have a space for it all.
I think I might know why. I think I might know why this is an issue.
Yes. You can do it
Alright.
individually if needs to.
I will do my best. Personally, I will say I would probably get a refund for this shake. The cup is literally only half full.
Maybe up the speed a tick or so?
It's a
Yeah,
junior
I'm thinking the
shake.
same thing.
They don't sell the full size for some reason online.
joke.
That seems a bit fast.
There you go. Thank you for the head pats.
Also,
Let's drop the
Blue,
speed to 3.
What?
I love the Axew banner you have on Discord.
I know, it's absolutely adorable.
It is
I
extremely
found him
adorable.
like, this is a keeper.
There it goes. I feel like it takes longer to leave the screen than it does to hit me.
Is that everything, Zim?
That is everything I received, yes. It looks like I am definitely missing the sausage on the from the receipt here.
Here, let's
Oh
go
wait,
back to the
there's a
instructions.
tray here with these. Okay, well I found the sausage.
Huh.
That's an interesting little container.
I don't like it.
But yeah, that's everything. At least that I received. I don't really know what most of this is because, you know, they got their weird names for everything.
Well, the cinnamon roll pancakes should be the ones with the drizzle, and then the choco nana is just chocolate chips and banana.
There.
Oh, did you send me actual ice cream?
Yeah, I got you the panuki, the cookie sundae thing.
Oh, they sent it disassembled.
Yeah, so the ice cream doesn't melt more than
Yeah.
it would.
Where is...
Good to know.
It's...
Probably means
For
that
good
is
measure-
going to be eaten first.
For
Or-
good measure, I made sure to throw in an egg.
Oh, an egg.
Oh, yes, I appreciate the egg. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to throw that into the freezer.
What happens if I up the strength on this?
Ragon, I'd follow you, but I'm already following. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay. I'll just be a good reminder to stream, for the few people watching me. Please go take a small stretch break, water break, and such.
I agree. Everybody should do that.
Does Fireball count?
No.
Yes. Just drink responsibly.
I'm gonna put this strength at 1,000.
Ooh,
Responsibly. Yes, I will mix it with Jack and Dr. Pepper and drink it all.
I have no clue how badly that's gonna go.
It actually works surprisingly well.
Oh.
I'm
Hi,
gonna look this up.
Hi, I have a server's license for alcohol.
Interesting.
Yes, you can, Dan. You may give us a hot tub break while I'm looking this up.
Okay, you're back. Wonderful. I'll worry about that stuff later. I have destination to go to because I have someone to speak to.
I actually, completely off topic, have to laugh. I went for a business degree in college, but I needed an elective, so I took mixology. I needed extra credits.
I don't know. I should be locked in place. I should be able to move around. That's the issue. I don't know
Welcome
why
back,
it wouldn't
Theo.
let me.
This person wants to know if my washer works on hedges.
What?
I don't think you want to pressure wash your hedges.
Oh, you're going into the hot tub. Sure. Yeah, sure. Sure, Dan. Go into your hot tub.
Oh,
See,
cool.
this
I can actually...
This is why we take the time for this kind of stuff. So we can make it satisfying.
Yeah,
Oh, they say that's cool and they're taking mixology.
There's a lot of work that goes into a good stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people don't realize how much actual work goes into this kind of stuff. Looking for resources, being able to combine them together, etc., etc. But I do want to ask, I want honest responses. Do you think that big old Master Ball as it is right now is worth 200 bits? You know, just something to toss at me every so often?
Mm.
Or do we need to change something about it?
For me, it's more everything. I consider everything that goes into it. You know, if you are going to be really reacting to it big time, like it's going to be interrupting your game, that's something that should be worth more.
Yeah.
But
well, it's
I'm
something
not one of your
definitely gonna
viewers, so, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to be reacting to. I'm just trying to find a good balance of me, like it coming at me, it being something that doesn't stick around for like forever, and doesn't cover up the entirety of the screen. I could, because I can make it bigger. 150 is good middle of the road since I can't be yeeted. Yeah, if I could figure out why I'm not being yeeted, that would be the best. Because the yeet was the thing I want, and I know I can be yeeted. I should be getting
Oh, that
yeeted.
grants me super energy. I see.
If I can get the yeet, then 100% worth at least 200. Okay. If I can figure out how to yeet myself, we'll leave it at 200.
Yeah,
Worst
if you can get the yeet
oil
working,
says,
I'd pay
prep complete.
200-300.
Good night. I go sleep. PMD don't ever forget plays.
Aww.
Don't ever forget, please. Oh, a song from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Okay. Sleep well, Wostein. Thanks for coming by and hanging out today.
Yeah.
I'm taking a little bit of time to eat here and there, but in between sections of cleaning, at least get a little bit in my mouth.
I mean, you better hurry up because you'll need to have room on the desk for the next round of food.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, if you
Did
take
you
too
place
long, I'm
2
gonna order
orders
more
tonight?
food. Maybe.
Legit, did you?
Well, I had a hard time deciding between IHOP or Denny's, okay?
So I have another order coming?
Maybe.
Oh, jeez.
Look, don't at me.
Alright, I guess the pants have to stay on.
Why are the pants staying on?
Well, I can't exactly go answer the door if without pants.
No, you're,
Sure thing
you're
sometime.
fine. You can take your pants off.
You have yourself a wonderful
Well, I
evening
mean,
sometime. Thank you for coming by.
So is there another... Are you ordering from IHOP too, or what?
I am, but to not make it horribly overfeeding the Marten, I placed it for a future order.
When is this future order?
It's gonna be tonight. That way you have food tonight when you wake up.
Oh! You mean my... Okay. My next stream, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. So do make sure you're around so I know when it actually arrives.
I put your phone number on my DoorDash account instead of mine.
Fair.
I'm predicting your time.
They did call me, I suppose, but...
I've literally put it in as many places as possible, both the delivery instructions and my account.
Well, thank you. For the food and stuff. I really appreciate it.
Of course. For good measure, let me just reorder everything you just got.
What?
Fallen
Why? No? What? Spirit? Stop?
Spirit, whatever you're doing, continue it. Zim is freaking out over it. Bully Zim more. As he has bullied me.
No, this is different than what I've done to you, Blue.
You sure?
It's different in the fact that my bullies are being helpful in ensuring Zim actually eats.
Spirit is sending me food. Lots and lots of food.
Accept it. I'm gonna be a space pirate.
I thought you were killing pirates.
I'm still killing pirates in space.
Yeah, but now you're gonna be now you are the space pirate.
I'm a space pirate, but not the space pirate. See, I'm a space pirate killing other space pirates.
Yeah, I get it. What's so hard, Zim?
See, this is why dragons are superior. We
this might be
understand
it.
things and accept things easier. We understand the cosmos.
I got the model to move.
Oh, nice.
Shall make the strength 1000. Or actually, I shall make it. Let's make it 50 and see what that looks like. We will return after 2 seconds. Guys, I got it so I can get yeeted.
Well, congratulations. You are adorable.
I am adorable. So I think I'm gonna make it move slower, so that way it's even funnier.
I think you disappear from the screen just a tad too
do.
fast.
I agree. I'm gonna reduce the strength a little bit, and hopefully that helps.
You know, that's a good point, Slitherite. Oh well, I'm already almost done with this. I've only ever used the spinning nozzle for rust so far. Just kind of how I've wound up doing this. So I suppose there's more graffiti over there.
And we should put the delay at 4 seconds. And we'll have the object action disappear. So it knocks me back. We'll put the strength at about 20. We shall set the speed to 35. How does this look now? It's coming,
More
it's
eggs.
coming, it's coming.
I need more eggs.
Okay, I'll place another order.
Not for tonight.
No, definitely for tonight.
Sorry, I already ordered eggs.
Eggs incoming.
Rygon, are you
What the-
aware of the Austin Powers movies?
I am.
You should use the sound effect of the no from the steamroller scene.
No. I don't know how I would do that.
Just the guy shouting, no.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm not entirely sure how I would input it. I'll have to figure that out.
Run.
You can probably
Like-
find it as an MP3.
No, that's not the point. The sound I can get. I'm talking about how am I going
Oh.
to integrate it into the scene.
Sorry, I am dumb.
Oh, you're good.
I'm the trash streamer that is so out of date, I still use my setup and overlay from like 2016.
Oh my. That is so extremely outdated.
Hey, I barely know how to use it. I don't want to have to learn how to use anything new before I figure it out.
We almost have it, everybody. I feel like we almost have it.
Oh, hi there, Neon.
There's a way to put it at strength 0.
You missed the session today. We were all gathered and ready for you, and you decided not to show up despite being, like, insistent on doing it sooner. So we had to cancel the game. Sorry.
Put the knockback out. Actually, we'll put it
There
at
we go.
What do you mean it stressed you out? That's why you didn't show up?
Ow. Run again. Ow. Meow meow. Meow meow meow.
I'd say that's perfect direction for it to come from.
Yeah. Now. Oh, there we go. That still shows me a little bit on screen.
Boing.
Or should I have it have a little bit less strength so that way I stay on screen a little bit? But I take a longer time to recover.
I'd say longer time to recover, but
Okay.
either current off-screenness or further off beat.
I will set it so I return after 4 seconds. Alright, actually I'll put it 3.5 and we'll see what that looks like.
Because I know some of the fun with eating Zim is we can stack the eats and eat him even further.
Yeah, but this is a bit redeemed, so I want to make the event special.
Far, far unto the moon and beyond.
A little less? What do you mean a little less, Dan? I have it at 3.5. Okay.
I need to pull up my pulse rifle. Oh, I don't have my pulse rifle on me.
Okay. I
So
think
how
it's at a
is
pretty
food,
good
Zim?
spot.
Food is
Pushing
good.
me?
I
Oh,
discovered
I
more
see.
eggs. There were eggs hidden in one of the containers. Underneath pancakes.
Yeah, the food came with eggs inside. I figured extra eggs would be good.
Extra eggs are good.
So what I'm hearing is order you 3 omelets and then a bunch of side eggs.
I do like omelets a lot.
How's that looking now, Dan?
The only one I wasn't sure on getting you had like sauteed mushrooms in it.
I mean, I'd eat it, but it's one of those that I can handle mushrooms inside of something. It's just I prefer not to have them if I can.
You like how it pushes me now? Okay. Do we need the object to be bigger? Because now that I know I can make it disappear, I'm fine with making it bigger.
Apparently the birds have been at this bench. Nowhere else, but they have been very insistent on this bench.
You honestly think this is as good as we were going to get? Okay. So, well, the next thing we've got to figure out is sound effects. We could make an explosion sound effect.
I mean, Spirit suggested a sound effect.
What was that?
Spirit suggested a sound effect.
No, I get that. What was the sound effect?
The no sound effect.
Oh, for on hit?
No, for like it incoming.
Oh. Yeah, I'll have to figure out
Because
how
when
to
you
do
said
that.
you were thinking about setting it up and buying the Master Ball,
Mm-hmm.
you were joking about screaming no the entire time it came across the screen.
Yeah. And I do like the idea of it incoming. I think I might know how to do it. It would just have to be like, oh, whenever I get to 200 bits or whatever, it pauses, then we get the no. That gives me enough time to look over and be like, oh my gosh, it's coming. Then we have like an explosion as it hits me.
Ow. Ow, Emerald. Emerald, you're being mean.
Blue, you sound absolutely unenthusiastic.
What if I am being absolutely unenthusiastic?
They are being kind enough as to throw something at your face.
Well, you think that's something I am...
Get the game effect from Smash? Game! Oh, that's not a bad idea. So what I could do is I could do it over in Trigger Fire. We get the no, we have the pause until it hits, inevitably, and then we get the game. So that means I should probably have my guy wait for even longer.
Leave, ow.
The kitty was here. That just occurred to me.
KO. Oh, that's right. I was going to make it wait longer. We do have a sound effect here. I could put in multiple sound effects.
Yes, Emerald, I will
Do it, do it, do it.
I'll work on Trigger Fire at some point.
Oh, I agree with Dan. Once it hits you, the game sound effect from Smash.
Okay.
I think that would actually be perfect.
All right, then let's see if we can quickly find that sound effect. But now I know how to at least make the model get knocked around.
Speaking of sound effects, I should probably change my sound effects on stream.
Alright, and that is it for Stream Raiders this evening. I will be ending stream after this, after I finish up the skate park here. I have to be up early tomorrow.
Yeah, you have to be up early for when the food gets there.
What time did you set it for?
I ordered you 3 meals and a couple snacks.
What did you learn, Dan?
Okay.
Oh,
are
that
you
we
being
got this
serious
going?
or just teasing?
I'm teasing, but it could be serious if you want it to.
Let's grab my pulse rifle.
No, I think I'm good.
That's the uncertain tone of voice. It means you're considering it, I think.
Part of me likes the idea of it, but part of me doesn't. Mostly because, you know, that is your money. You should get yourself stuff with it.
It's my money. Use it when I need it.
Okay, I'm moving things around real quick. I got the game sound effect. Now it's just a matter of importing it in.
So there's also the fact of, you know, we would definitely need to make sure I'm even awake and conscious for them.
So what I'm hearing is I need to come visit to be there to receive the food. Then wake you up and just start feeding you in bed. Got it.
I guess that could be a solution.
Customization.
Not sure
Yeah,
how my
food gets
roommates
there.
would feel about that.
The food gets there. I just wander into your room, gently shake you, go wakey wakey, eggs and more eggs.
I'm not sure how my roommates would feel about that.
They don't get a choice in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
get
don't?
to watch. We'll tie them up so they're good boys.
Oh, that word. Oh boy.
Yeah, that won't go over well with either of them.
Okay, let's try this now.
Well, what if you try that later?
Try what?
I would watch and tell
This.
you how it is, but I've got an advertisement.
Oh, dang, it didn't work. Oh, it did work. It just came at the wrong time.
I suppose I could bring the roommates breakfast as well, Neon.
Well, that would definitely increase the likelihood of it being an accepted course of action.
Just tie you up instead, Dan? Oh.
Oh, we're tying up Dan?
Oh. That's certainly something.
Can we tie up, Blue?
Why are you
Yes.
tying me up?
Cause
Yeah.
It is the will of the chat.
Wait, I don't even have shadows, I can't convert. Because I have,
We're randomly playing now.
It's the will of my chat, is the bigger question.
also yes, because we took over your chat and made it their own.
I do not see you in my chat talking a lot. I see Emerald.
Alright, everybody, go over to Blue's chat for me. And I want you to say a vote for tying up Blue, okay?
We need to make a poll for this.
Yes.
Oh no.
Take over Blue's chat. Make your voices heard. Yes, we'll tie him up and throw stuff in his face. Yes.
Fine. And ow.
And then we'll tie up Rygon
What?
and throw him at Blue.
Yes.
Oh.
I just turned to water.
I've been splashed with water. I've gotten wet. Thanks.
I'm the ice bucket challenge.
Oh God, no! No!
Yes.
All right, I think it's working now, more or less.
Tie him up. Tie him up. Tie him up.
Tie him
Tie
up.
him up.
Tie him
Tie him up.
Tie him up. Tie
Everybody,
him-
go over to Blue's chat. There's a poll up.
And if you don't tie me up, you may or may not be getting a sub.
Aw.
I mean, even if we do tie you up, we'll get a sub.
No.
Yeah, we will.
Wait.
What do you think now?
Oh.
Dan? You think that's good?
Y'all are
It-
naughty.
You think
Hey,
that's
you're
worth
doing
the
an
bits?
18 plus stream,
Or
so
200
deal
bits?
with it.
You have a fair point. But still.
Tie him up. Tie him up. Tie him
Tie
up.
him up. Tie.
Slytherin, I need you to go over to Blue's channel right there. Go vote to tie him up.
You also need to be followed.
You think it's good? Okay. Then I think I'll leave it as is right now. I might add in a couple of other effects later, but for now I think it's good. So yeah, we have a new bits redemption. For 200 bits, we can throw a giant master ball at me now.
Woo!
And I do mean a big master ball.
It is big.
And just to
A
show it on
wise
stream one more
decision.
time.
Freshly baked croissants. Thank you very much
The
for
will
that
of the chat.
follow.
The will of chat has voted yes.
Don't worry, I'll be acting plenty. Oh my god, what is that?
So, it looks like we're getting a sub.
Hey.
And we're throwing Rygon at Blue.
Okay.
After we tie up Rygon.
Okay.
And blue.
And Blue.
I ended up tying you up, Zim. I'm sorry. I got this wrong.
That's okay. I'll take Zim in that case.
Okay. Alright, there we go. We got the
Oh
redemption
good.
up.
Looks like I don't
Yay.
have to tell about what happened in the ball closet with me and Rygon.
Oh, you
It
do.
was fun.
Oh no I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you for the follow, KNG Homie123. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. You just saw us put in a new bit redemption. So now for 200 bits, people can throw a giant-ass Master Ball at me. And I'll be scared. Provided I know it's coming. I'll also have to figure out how to get it to know so I know it's coming. Maybe I could put in like the shark with the Jaws theme.
Okay. There you are.
What the hell? That's called a fun box?
A fun...
This little thing right here is apparently called a fun box.
Well, okay then.
Aw, I missed. I'm upset.
Oh, that's cute art you sent my way.
That was relevant like 2 hours ago.
So? I've been busy. And I think we'll hunt for some more Halloween decorations and tables tomorrow.
Alright, another rail clean.
It is unfortunately now 3 o'clock. I gotta be getting off to beddy bye so I can take care of things.
I thought you needed to go to bed hours ago.
I did, but then I got distracted.
You distracted him.
Yeah.
I did?
I was excited to get this Master Ball idea going.
How did I distract you?
Yeah, Halloween distract. Well, you see, you invited me into the chat, and yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for inviting you to hang out.
Oh,
I
it's
won't
okay.
make that mistake again.
Okay, don't.
Hey, Emerald, what you got there?
But honestly, I expected to be up at this point, so you're all good. Tomorrow's just gonna be another stupid, lazy day anyway.
Yes, another stupid lazy day. Just sing a song.
Yeah. I'll be taking things out to my vehicle and getting them, like, out of the office. I'm going to be cleaning out the rest of my office and just being sad. Being sad I have to move. But alright. Anyway, that is it for the stream today, everyone. I hope you all had a lot of fun hanging out, getting to see the process of how I go about doing things. We'll be getting the trick-or-treat candy redeem in sometime maybe tomorrow. We'll be adding in the new emotes, including the flower emote. I will try to put in the stickers as well, because I know people like stickers. And
Stickers
yeah,
are fun.
if anyone has any other redemptions for donations or bits or channel point redeems, let me know. I'm more than happy to try them out and include them as part of the things that you all can play with. So, I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, Spirit. I really am. And tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and we're going to decorate some Halloween decorations on stream. So I look forward to that. All right. I'll catch you all later. Bye.
Don't forget to raid out.
Bye.
Raid?
Probably not to me, but Blue might still be going. I know I'm going to be ending here soon, but raiding is important for your channel.
You're gonna end before you get more food?
I am going to end. I have to get up early tomorrow.
For more food, yes.
I don't have to get up early tomorrow. Today is Friday.
Yes.
Cool. Witch Queen time.
Oh, here we go. I can raid Ukitsu.
Oh, Kitsu.
Zero Kitsu? They're the Double O Kitsu. I think I'll raid them.
Double O Kitsu.
Yay!
Oh,
Watermelon
no.
shot. In the skate park, push the ball out of the bowl. Woo!
Oh, I figured out that they added a bonking animation, so now I can add in a redemption where you all can legitimately bonk me with something stupid, like an anvil. Like it
Oh.
legitimately pulls the object back and then just whacks you with it.
I need a head patty emote at some point. I'll get one.
Maybe I could do that with like a white glove or something.
That'd be cute.
Yeah.
I've been stabbed.
Yeah, because
So
you were
Zim,
ignoring chat.
Oh, that's also because you guys were talking. I don't want to talk over you guys.
So Zim, you were saying you needed more eggs, right?
Not tonight.
All right, everybody,
Or
enjoy
not this
the
morning,
raid.
technically.
I'm gonna be putting over into chat what I would like you all to say. So we're gonna do a Rygon raid. And let's put some emotes on that, right?
Emotes are important. And remember that for non-subs, there is a Twitch raid emote.
Yeah. Well, these are for followers.
Follower emotes can only be used in your channel.
Well, okay, these are subscriber emotes.
And I am just about done and will be raiding out shortly myself.
We can just do something like this. All right, let's go ahead and go in. Bye, everyone.
I'm not gonna be
Bye.
ending for a while because I don't want to end. I don't want to sleep.
I thought you wanted to not be nocturnal.
Well, shush.
All night stream. All night stream.
You're staying with me then.
Okay. Hi, this is when I normally stream. That is no problem for me.
Wonderful.
And job complete.
Do 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 do.
No. Duke, 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 duke.
I don't understand. What is deep
Duke,
sight
duke,
mean?
duke, 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 duke.
I'll
Slitherite.
catch y'all later.
Alright, Rygon, thanks for hanging out.
Of course, it's always a
Don't
lot
forget,
of fun.
everyone, I have been streaming alongside Rygon Plays tonight, as well as Blue Draconics. Oh. I guess we could do this real fast.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I guess you did send me food.
Thank you for the follow, Dan the Man 125. You have indeed migrated.
No, migration was last month.
Oh. I still don't understand this deep sight buff.
So is Blue ignoring everybody else's migration patterns, again?
Yeah.
Explain how I'm messing this up.
It's always just about Blue. Blue, blue, blue,
Well,
blue, blue.
Here's the thing. I have no one in chat right now.
Nobody matters. Just
no one.
Blue.
I'm in your chat. Rude.
Yeah.
But you are. Okay, I can see some faults of mine. The fault is that I should always be promoting other streamers. Ow. The other streamers would include Raw Zim and Rygon Plays. Rygon is now sleeping. I will hydrate.
Yeah,
We'll
that's right.
hydrate you
You
with-
hydrate.
We're gonna hydrate you with the ice bucket challenge.
But Rygon's the Ice Bucket Challenge.
I know. He
Yeah,
had
he
to go
doesn't
offline
need-
so we could throw him at you.
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't need to be conscious to be thrown.
Let's see.
Gosh darn it, you have a cooldown on your hydrate. How dare you?
For good reason.
I thought you cared about being healthy and taking care of yourself and
I care
stuff.
about not drowning.
Gosh, so selfish.
I know. So extremely selfish.
So which pancakes did you eat, Zim? I'm curious.
I haven't eaten any of them yet.
What have
It's
you
kinda
eaten?
hard
Just the
to
2
eat.
eggs?
I ate the eggs, I ate the sausage, I've eaten the potatoes, but it's a little hard to eat pancakes while I'm streaming. I very much appreciate it, but after this I will be happily enjoying them in the full right that they deserve.
I used to chug a beer for every 2 hydrates. Believe me. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh well. Legendary Witch Queen campaign. Yay! Solo! Yay! This is gonna go fun. Okay, do I have... Don't have... Alright.
Since Zim still seems hungry, I'm gonna send him omelets.
Not right now. I've got enough for tonight. For this morning, whatever the hell you want to call it. I've got enough right now.
You don't have to eat it right now. It can be leftovers.
Well, I mean, part of me ending early is that I'd like to go to bed soon, and it can take like 2 hours to arrive.
I might want to use my exotic. It's fine. This is fine, I say.
Fine, but when I'm down there next, after you end, I'm taking you out for food.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, when you coming down here next?
That I have to figure out. Possibly for Christmas.
Christmas is a while away, buddy.
You don't
I
know
will
when
point
celebrate
out my
Christmas.
birthday is on December 16th.
Ooh, I'm writing that down. I'm taking note of that for reasons.
Wait, do you regen? Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. You get to die now.
Don't be alarmed if a present shows up.
The top furry stream is a chick licking an ear-shaped microphone, bruh. Okay. You get to die. Oh.
Alright. Well, everyone, unfortunately, this is where I need to call it for this evening.
Ow.
What are we calling this evening?
I will hydrate.
Calling the stream for this evening.
Ah.
Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us. Oh, right, I need to update the credits. I wound up not actually doing Dwarf Fortress because, you know, it's broken. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us for PowerWash Simulator. I will be back tomorrow / later today, depending on your time zone, with more streaming. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around, as well as picking up packs through stream loots. But for now, thank you for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu. You guys can say bye.
Bye. Duke.
Bye,
Bye,
Artie.
stream.
Bye, Artie.